This is one of my favorite combos. This is the USF2000. It's an entry-level open wheeler. It does have some downforce, a wing at the front there, a little bit at the back, but yet nowhere near as much as the big open wheelers. But it handles like one. It's got downforce in the corners. You can plant it to get drive out of corners. I'm going with actual mirrors, not just a big virtual mirror this time. You can go around if you want, buddy. Somebody's come to play. Hello. You want to come play? And yeah, on Laguna Seca it's just great. There's a lot of off-camber stuff. There's obviously the big corkscrew. Got to find the point at which the brakes grab before they lock. And it's prone to flick around when the back loses grip. So obviously when you brake, all the weight goes to the front, and then if you don't get back on the throttle, the back wants to overtake the front. Really hard to drive fast, but so satisfying. Tyres take a bit to warm up, big slicks, so that's why I was understeering there. A lot less power than the Renault 3.5, which means you got to try and maintain speed through stuff like this. I might just turn the virtual mirror back on because I don't trust these tiny little ones. Although that guy's going off now. We'll see. Cold tires. And I'm going to go off now. So let's just keep it straight through the gravel. Straight through the gravel? Not so much. Is he coming? Like I said, really hard to drive well. And it's me, so it's not going well. Let's get the tires up to speed. Not worry about who's behind us. That might warm them up. We just lock them up. We'll warm them up bit by bit into little flat sections. Alrighty, roll through the last corner, onto the throttle. We'll try a flying lap. My best is a 125. We can aim for a 128, not having been here for a while. You can see the view getting slightly dirty. You do have tear-offs. Oh, you do have lock-ups. Come on, pull it up. Still haven't worked out the braking threshold for this, and that's the thing, when you drive a car a few laps in a row you start getting a feel for how far your left foot can go down. So my fastest lap mustn't be very good if I'm within 20 hundredths of it driving like this. Okay, brake early and gently so that I'm in no danger of spinning. We'll just complete a lap. This one you can be brave on if you just roll. There we go, touch the apex. The approach into the corkscrew, let's take it super cautiously this time, make sure we make it. Bit of gravel on the way out. And you can see how much you lose just by being terrible in one corner. Okay. I think the trick with this is to go full throttle as soon as you see the apex. So there's the, not when you're bumping, but you get that weight back in the rear by accelerating, then it drives out. Let's try a tear off so I can see more clearly. And not lock up here this time. You can see the skid marks from last time. Get in tight, second apex, and yeah, accelerate out. Same thing here, that little hit of the rev limiter, but washing wide, which meant it had to come off, which meant I'm going to lose hundredths all the way down to the next braking zone. Trying to go slow in, fast out. And again, slower than my best, but within touching range. So let's miss a gear shift entirely here. Yeah, let's do that. Fifth up into here. Brake, get it to the right to open up this angle. And then we didn't hit gravel. Short shifted so I didn't spin coming out of there. Went nowhere near wide enough, and then too wide there. It has short shift protection, so downshift protection, so you can't change it down. And I'm obviously not quite used to the noise of the engine yet to work out when That's a better lap. That's within 3/10 of my quickest. Let's have one more go at this. So braking, seemed to get this right last time. Got an even earlier drive out of that, which translates to 1500ths. And again, getting on and staying on the throttle. Yep, look at that, fixing that earlier mistake. Went down a gear that time, which meant more drive out of there. Okay, braking early for a quick exit at higher speed, but not quite so wide. Like that, like that, like that. Yep. Not great. But let's get the downshift happening this time, which means we've got more push out of there. Yep, that is quicker. Just comes down to the corkscrew. Didn't get to 5th, so, and over braked, and you can hear it want to snap oversteer there as it got light. Nowhere near the apex once more. It's down to this last one. It's down to this very last one. Ah, I went for too much. I could feel it and thought I could push, but couldn't.
You're going the wrong way.
I am going the wrong way. I'm trying to turn it around. Black flagged? Thank you. All good. So yes, the finding that edge is so hard because once you go over it, this will just snap. There's no catching that oversteer as it goes like this, and then if you punch it, the back will just light up and overtake you. So I'm going to brake in a straight line and then, yeah, accelerate out of the corner. Look at how much quicker that is. And now we won't change down gears and just try and hold that speed this time. Another tear off because I can't see. Braking wider and then in to really get in that apex. I think I slowed down too much. Yeah. It's nuts. You lose 3/10 just in the one mistake like that. Then didn't get aggressive on the turn in. Another 10th. 2/10 gone. Let's not overdo this. Save it for the next lap. Wide. In. Car goes light. And, okay, maybe sometimes you can catch it, but ease off, touch the apex. Yeah, well, green doesn't help me now when I'm already a second down. Last attempt. Get a good exit out of this for a good start-finish start. Here we go. Start-finish start. A good lap start. Changing on the red line on the steering wheel. I love the steering wheel, it's so clear. Okay, 1 apex, 2 apex, down a gear to get drive, touch the outside, 5th, not 500ths up. That probably was too much of a slowdown, but still that was where we had a really bad marker lap, so we can always gain time there. That felt too conservative, so let's get aggressive here to make up for it. Brake later, turn in while still braking, and then push out. Okay, not too bad. This time I'm going to turn in hard. Brake, turn in, catch the apex. There we go. I didn't have enough speed. Too much road left. Braking, heading up the hill, and really getting it early. And now I'm letting it run wide in both directions. Corner's banked, so it does mean you can go a little bit quicker than you think. A lot of room there for the runoff, and it's still a 10th behind, but better. Better. 125s? Yeah. So where's their room? Here? Haha. They push one little bit too hard and it's over. Which is why I end up just trundling around in races. Oh well, that'll do me. Fun times.